waiting to see if you can get back up in there. Windshield wiper, motor mouth mall, stepping.
How about it, motor mouth mall? How about it, motor mouth mall? If you got a copy on this handheld here in Potato Town, how about it, motor mouth mall? The 2-4.
Well, that was a little quicker than a minute. Everything's good upstairs, so I guess I'm back down here burning some more electricity. I wonder if I missed my calling. I wonder if I should have been in the talk radio, you know, where them guys just talk and talk and talk for hours. Take a phone call every once in a great while. I don't know. No. I better just keep doing what I'm doing. Every now and then it would be good if I could just pull up stakes and have a career change. But I better just keep doing what I'm doing and doing it well. Pause for what do you call that? Pause for effect. The fat man is getting down.
10-4. 10-4 and the pause for effect. Yeah, every now and again, you know, you figure, you know, there's a lot of things you can be good at, you know. And there's a lot of different ways you can go and methods you can, you know, use to earn different livings, different ways. And you got to do what's fun. You got to do what you enjoy, and you got to do what, sometimes you got to do what you're good at. Sometimes you got to do one of the things you're good at. But it helps to pick something and stick with it, because in the long haul, that's the, that's the secret. Dabbing around too much, you know, kind of be, well, the heck's happening here? Mouse is going crazy. Anyway, I clicked on the wrong thing, and I had a big old screen of REA, and it wasn't even a big REA. It was a big screen with a little bitty REA. Anyway, yeah, you got to do what you got to do. But, keep doing whatever you're doing for a day job and enjoy the CB as a hobby and talk and hold the hammer down and, you know, test it out. Maybe put in that side job application and do the weak point testing, weak link testing on stations. Like you said, $250 an hour, and you go down there and you can do that for the side job they're breaking.
How many cotton pickers do you think I could go to their house and blow up their station by doing what we're doing right here? I mean, honestly, how many people do you think got a station where you could just pull into their house, flip a couple switches, and do what we're doing right here, and not have a single problem? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I would cause people to spend money like their retirement depended on it. Hey, Motormouth Mall, I might even give a discount. I might even give a 50% discount if you take me out and put a half a steak in my belly. Motormouth Mall, rock it on.
Well, yeah, payment can be offered in many different ways, and a steak is certainly a great way to do that. Partial payment, anyway. And money, of course, is always welcome. But yeah, I don't think there's too many stations you can go out there and now you gotta put in the criteria though of keying, you know, of keying something. Barefoot doesn't count, you know, a little driver doesn't count. Gotta be something substantial. And if it's substantial, then it can fit the criteria, then it can be included in that particular conversation. But there ain't too many of them out there. Not too many, not that I know of. There are some. But man, I tell you, they're few and far between. Number 1 Son, Motormouth Mall, right here, right now. This thing's pretty rock solid. what's that bird thing over there? It says 5 something. And it's got a 25K slug, and it's off the corner on modulation. I don't know what that means. All I know is it looks like a windshield wiper they're breaking.
We must be looking at the same damn meter. Well, no, yours goes further than mine. And I don't have 25K slug. Shoot! Let's see, 60% efficiency, that would be a lot of input power. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. But my watt meter keys up at 5 and go, hello? It don't go all the way off the scale. It goes about 23 on the top scale. And then I got that, you know, them peak kits that nobody likes, you know, the 1X, the 2X, and the 5X. I got that cotton picker too. And it's on the 5X and in peak mode. And my slug is only 10%. Oh, did I say that out loud? 10% of what you running? So 2,500? It's all about the coax over here, though. That's the problem. It's all about the coax. I ain't got no room for no 1 5/8. I got to have something flexible. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do, man. My coax gets so damn hot as we speak that I don't dare run no more power, because that's how I can tell. That's how I can tell it's time for me to go. Because stuff will start getting... Man, I reached over one day, touched the damn coax, and put a dent in it. But my tower goes up and down without a problem. I'm so bad. But you're right, man. I would pull into somebody's place and I'll be like, listen here, you just need to go have you some lunch or some dinner. And I'll call you when there's a problem. Not if, not how, when. Whether I blow the damn breaker in the house. That's the other thing, man. My radio room service is before my house. So if something were to happen to the radio room service, then the house will go out too. Because it goes, what the hell kind of guy puts a service in with a radio room and then feed the rest of the house with the spare power? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. There's something. When I get addicted, and that's the only word you can use is addicted to a hobby, boy, oh boy, all else is in the back seat. It was once upon a time I was addicted to the radio. Now I just like coming down here raising a little hell. Every once in a while. Keep the boys honest. And someday I might come back. Hey, Motor Mouth Mouse, someday I might come back there. 410?
Well, I'll tell you what. You can come back with what you got right there right now and don't change a doggone thing, and you'll be giving them all kinds of grief. I mean, I tell you what, you don't have to change anything. And you know what? We did the same thing. I did, you know, it's all about priorities. It's all about priorities. I built the shop and the radio room and all that out here first. And mine's the same way. All the primary power comes up into this doggone place, and then I share the power off a sub-panel feed over to the house. You know, I just put the house in recently, and I've been running the house now off the feed from the radio room. And it's all about priorities. And I do need to get a little generator. I need a little generator, and I need a big generator. I want a little generator for the house, and I want a big generator, like, 80 kilowatt, big whisper watt or something for the shop, and the radio room, and the well. And then I want to get me a small well pump. I know we're going off topic here, but I want to get a small well pump, like a 2 horsepower well pump, 1 or 2 horsepower that I can sink down there along with my big pump. So when PG&E power goes down and I got to revert back to alternative energy and solar, I'll have enough power available to run the pump to get, at least a few gallons an hour out of the ground. And I have to sacrifice the farm pump, the 230 gallons at 60 psi. I have to sacrifice that, but I'll still be able to get water out of the ground. Right now, if power goes out, PG&E is gone, my 50 horsepower pump won't run. So I gotta work on that there, Brig.
Yeah, 410. Yeah, see, when the shit hits the fan up here, if the power goes out, we don't have them crazy ass roving blackouts like y'all got down there. I don't know if you was part of that or not, where you're at. As hell, somebody tell me they're gonna shut my electricity off and we're gonna have to deal with it for a couple of days. But I just walk outside to the big ass tour bus, and I got a plug off the back of that cotton picker that I can just plug right into I can backfeed my main panel. So if the shit hit the fan and I didn't want to stay in the RV, I keep the lights on in here. It's only, I think that generator is only 8,000 watts. But it'd keep the furnace on and all that kind of jazz. 100 gallons of diesel would last probably, I don't know. I think it uses a little over a gallon an hour. So, yeah. Hopefully by then I can figure out where to get some more fuel. Be a good idea to have some fuel around here, extra 100 gallons if I needed it. See, now you got me thinking. I saw the picture of the house next to the shop the other day on Facebook. I was like, hey, priorities have changed. Oh, man. Yes, sir. Now you just need to find you some generators, some surplus generator. 80 kW, 80 and a 10? Would that do it? Or you don't need 10 for the house at Motormouth Mall Break?
I know. 80 for the shop and the well and the radio and all that stuff would be good. And 8 or 7 or 8 for the house would be more than adequate. And the one for the house will be propane. And then the one for the rest of it will be all diesel. But, yeah, that's what I need. I got to keep my eyes and ears open, And, I keep thinking about selling the Chevelle. It's as far as I'm going to take it for a streetcar. And, turning high 10s on pump gas and pulling the front wheels off the ground and, 170 60-foot times. Not too shabby for a streetcar, but, I've had my fun with it. If I keep playing with it, I'm just going to keep breaking it. I've already lost second and third gear in the Turbo 350 tranny. I got to fix that. So I think I'm going to sell the Chevelle and use that for the, the toss-up was between the tractor. Do I want a, little 40 horsepower four-wheel drive tractor, or do I want a generator, a big, 80 kilowatt generator? But anyway, one of those two is going to happen, and I think the Chevelle might find a new owner. But yeah, that's about right. 80 kW for the shop and the ranch, and 7 or 8 kilowatts for the house would be nice.
Yeah, 410. Damn, this damn radio moved again. I was comfortable too. I had my damn feet up. Well, not my feet up, but I was leaned back. There, close enough. I must not be long-winded enough. I gotta change that tube. Uh-oh. No, I thought I heard the 3-year-old, but I got my headphones on, and I guess that I didn't hear. Yeah. So, yeah, for 8 kW for the house. I got a buddy that does a lot of stuff. He hauls a lot of stuff out of California. He's tied in with a bunch of auction stuff. So I don't think he could do anything for the house generator, but he's always got those big generators, like out of mines or big diesel, Caterpillar, industrial, 100 kW, 80 kW, and they're pretty cheap, and they're right down there, where you had to get it shipped. It would be reasonable. Where I got to get it shipped up here, it's expensive. I've been looking for a 40-foot high-cube Connex for a year, and I'm unwilling to pay the amount of money shipping these cotton pickers want for them. I can buy the container for $1,200, and then it's $2,500 to get it shipped up here. And they got them up here, but these places that got them up here sitting on the ground, 10 high, 10 deep, they want $5,000 for one already here plus delivery. I'll find one. I refuse to get robbed. Because I got a bunch of crap I need to get out of storage. I got a bunch of crap that's in my garage. I got a bunch of crap in my shed. And I just like to consolidate it all into one thing. Yeah. I'll tell my friend that if he runs across a big ass 80 kW minimum, they'll keep me in mind, and maybe that'll work out for you. And I get it with the streetcar. I've been there, done that. Take it as far, every time I buy something, I set a goal like that, or a project, I set a goal, whether it's the radio or the cigars or the race car or the street car or whatever. But now the 17-year-old likes his drag racing thing. So now she's having fun with it, so I guess that's what we did last summer, and probably this summer. She's scared of my Cadillac, though. On the top end, it's too fast. She's been 11-0 at 130 miles an hour a whole bunch of times, but it just gets going too fast at the top, and she starts lifting. I want her to get the 10-second time slip, and then once she gets used to it, then we'll get her in the 9s, and yeah, my caddy's been 950 at 151 on nitrous and E85. And it's got the blower in it on it too, but we throw 100 horses of nitrous on top of that, and it really goes. 103,000 miles, man. 103,000. And besides the cam, it's got the stock long block in it. Stock trans, stock axle, stock drive shaft. Hers pretty bulletproof. Makes, on E85, it makes 800 to the rear tire. And then, obviously, you put the 100 horse nitrous setup on it, and it makes about 150, because it's only thing they do with the nitrous jets is they rate them at naturally aspirated. They don't rate them at forced induction. So it is what it is. I mean, it works good. 4,500 pound car with 950s at 150 miles an hour. You can't ask for more than that. It's enough to get you in a lot of trouble at any local racetrack. But I'm hoping my daughter gets used to it, so I can get her out there and let her rip. Like I said, right now she's too scared to keep her foot in the gas all the way to the end of the track. But yeah, we'll get there. I'm glad she respects it. Scared isn't the right word, It's just too much for her, too much input at one time. I mean, I got to remember, I've been doing this racing thing since I was a teenager. So to jump in the car, go 150 miles an hour with the AC on, and you know, your feet up on the windshield, listen to some music, cool, you know, air-conditioned seat blasting, is a little different than a 17-year-old who just got a license 8 months ago. Yeah, I think my station is good to go, man. I hope I still got Mother Nature. This shit ain't dropped out when I unkeyed her. I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of talking for nothing. Hour and 5 minutes right now on the Watergate. Motor Mouth Mom, right back.
Your signal hasn't fluctuated a bit, man. You're rock solid way up there. And man, that's exciting. That's great to hear her excited about drag racing. And, you know, she'll just do it longer and longer. She'll get more and more comfortable with it. And you're right, fear isn't the right word. Respect is the right word. But, man, that's how I should be doing it in style. Too cool. And you say they get those, they get them generators out of mines and stuff. That'd be perfect because I'm out of my mind half the time. That'd be about right. Good combination. And the sea trains. Man, how much you say they're asking for those things? $5,000 plus delivery? I got a 40-footer high cube, and from Mid-State Containers over here in Santa Maria for $2,350, and delivered. And I went. It was real clean, weather tight, rain tight, whatever they call it, you know. And the floors are all in good shape, no dents, and the high cube, and I promptly peeled off all the decals, painstakingly took off all the decorations they put on the cap on the thing, scuffed it all up, painted it with the direct metal primer, and then painted it to match the house with color, and yeah, that's that's what the Chevelle is sitting in right now, as a matter of fact. But yeah, they're a lot cheaper down here, so what you got to do is buy one down here, have it hauled up there with a bunch of stuff in it, resell the stuff in it, recoup the cost of the container and then some, and then you've been there home free. That's what you got to do right there if you want to look for one of those things. Go in partnership with somebody on something, I don't know, or buy a car or a truck or something, stick it inside, and then resell what you got inside, pay for it, there, break. Anyway. Yeah, shoot, that's a long gate you got there. I broke mine up into two, and this second half of this one's been running now for 23 minutes as well. So I've got like a half hour, a 40-minute gate, and then about a 20-minute gate running at the moment. So anyway, between these two gates, got it all. Every now and again, there's somebody trying to get up in there, but man, they can't contend with what you got going on. It's almost like there's nobody else out there, but I can tell every now and again you can hear something going on. And they're probably all getting mad. But you guys can't be out here on 27025 locking the band down like that. Well, you know, I guess there's you can and you can't, and I vote for you can. They're pretty... Oh, man. Anyway, we probably should see who else is out here. It's been a long gate, long conversation. What are you allowed, 5 minutes? I think went past that a little bit. Anyway, number one, son, I'll tell you what, I'm going to sit back and listen to see who all is going to be upset and yelling at us. And then I'll be back out in a bit. I'll sit back and listen for a little bit. Not that I need to, not that the transmitter needs to, or the coax or the antenna. We got a good wind going out here. We got about a 10 to 15 mile an hour wind going, so it's keeping the antenna cool. Don't have to run any water through it. The coax seems happy. Sorry about that. The coax seems happy. It's just that 7/8-inch heliax. So I have a bad habit of resting my fingers on the transmit button. I got one button to key and one button to unkey, and I got my thumb on one and my forefinger on the other, and if I put too much pressure on the unkey one, it unkeys. Anyway, I gotta remember to keep my hands away from the button. I pushed the listen switch. Number one son, been a whole lot of fun, man. Always a pleasure with the double measure. Motormouth Mall got down. And key button. Oh, there it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's always a pleasure. I love talking to you, man, because we've been out. You know, I've been out here. Well, my gate just hit an hour and 10 minutes. But I was out here for about 30 minutes trying to get the damn computer to start. So I've been out here for a couple minutes. But I love talking to you, man, because we talk about everything and his brother, and we keep it moving. And if anybody can hold it down and test it out, and we there ain't nobody else out here. They all done went back to their Tiddlywinks games or taking their decorations off the Christmas tree or the lights or Hanukkah or what other Kwanzaa or whatever holiday you practice. Now I went back to something else because there ain't no room for anybody else. And like you said, every now and then I hear a little in your background, and it don't last very long. Somebody just checking their Mother Nature to see if they got conditions yet. I mean, I got conditions. I've been talking. I mean, it is what it is. Some people pay the cost to be the boss. Some people get Mother Nature sitting in their lap. But everybody should take note that when two big-ass antennas get pointed at each other on stations that's built to talk, because there's a difference between a station that's been built to talk and a big watt hooping and hollering. I like to talk. If you want to whip my ass, you want to key on me, go ahead. I like to talk. Ain't nobody can out-talk me when I want to sit here and talk. I'll just be out here all damn day. I don't care. Key on me now, but eventually you got to go someplace else, and I'll still be out here ready to talk. Or, like today, Mother Nature come down here and park herself in my lap with my friend down south, and he want to talk, and I want to talk. Pretty soon other people over there polishing their microphones, retubing their radios, painting their toenails, or whatever the hell they gonna do, because they definitely ain't touching their microphones. Motormouth Mall, it's always a pleasure, Cotton Bigger. Keep that hammer down, and hope to do this again real soon. I'm gonna get on out of here. I'm gonna go see the 3-year-old for a little while. See what the 17-year-old's got planned, because she's independent. She does what the hell she wants. And then probably make the 1:30 meeting at the cigar shop. Go see my friends and see how their Christmases was. Because every Friday at 1:30 we have we call it the 1:30 meeting. It's basically an excuse to get away from everything else in our week and go have a cigar and cut up and have a good time. They do have the best damn clam chowder, though. I'll tell you what. 2 doors down from the cigar shop, they got this bar and they got a kitchen. I don't like white clam chowder, but this place has the best damn clam chowder I've ever had in my entire life. So I'll be having a bowl of clam chowder for lunch. Smoke a couple cigars, and then, it's Friday. It's 5 o'clock on Friday at my shop. The weekly poker game jumps off. We call it the jungle. It is what it is. All right, Motormouth Mall, take it easy, take care. Always a plum, please, and pleasure from Potato Town. Number one son, a.k.a. the Fat Man. I'm going to put this stuff back to bed. The green light is on! The rest of y'all can come on. I will not be back. I'm officially at 114 minutes and 40 seconds. I'm officially at 10-7. I'm through to the boo.
10-4. Wow. Well, I'll tell you what, that's long gate. Long conversation. Pretty doggone cool. Well, enjoy your 1:30 meeting. And by the way, clam chowder, we got a place over here. It's up in 5 cities. It's called Splash Cafe. If you go to a Costco, I'm not sure if all Costcos carry the same thing, but look in the frozen food section there and look at some Splash Cafe clam chowder. They sell it in Costco over here, so I would imagine it's all over the place. But it's Splash Cafe clam chowder, and then get yourself a can or two of clams just by themselves and dump them in there. And then get yourself some Tabasco sauce. And don't forget to put a little bit of Tabasco sauce in your clam chowder. Oh, man, that's good. I'm getting hungry right now. Anyway, all right, to Number 1 Son, take care. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your poker game, the jungle. And we'll catch you a little bit later on. Bit of pleasure. Always a fun time getting to hear you up in here on my radio and watching that doggone S-meter just hold up in there. Hey, don't budge. Rock solid audio. And that Collins is working. Take care, 7-3s, my friend. I ain't going to come back either. I'm going to sit back and go back inside and see what there is to nibble on now. I'm thinking about clam chowder. I'm getting hungry. I haven't got any clam chowder here right now, but I got something inside to eat left over from Christmas, so I go chow down a little bit, then I'll come back. If the skip is still on, I'll still be here, but otherwise, man, it's been nice to get out here and get a bit of this DX. It's been a long, long time. Number 1 Son, a.k.a. the Fat Man, Motormouth Mall, a.k.a. the West Coast Undermodulated Beast. I'm back out. I'll see you. Bye.
I said I wasn't coming back, but I got one more thing to say. Maybe two. I did my first salt-crusted prime rib for Thanksgiving up here. 15-pounder. Boy, I'm here to tell you. Go look at Snake River Farms up here in Idaho. Go look at Snake River Farms and look at their Wagyu prime rib. It could be the best piece of meat I've ever put in my mouth. Why in the hell would I say something like that? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. What is wrong with... Oh, yeah. Yeah, what can you say? All right, Motormouth Mall, once again, always a pleasure, man. That kind of picking prime rib was good. I'm going to go have me some clam chowder and a cigar with a sweet thing. And see what all my friends got for Christmas. And this time, I will not be back. Bye.
10-4. And I'll leave you with this real fast. And I'll look that up. Man, I tell you what, I love me some prime rib. And I'll leave this before I go. And we'll say 7-3s. Have a good day. Number 1 Son, Motormouth Mall, you West Coast Beast. Got down. Here it goes. I'll see you. Bye. Bye.
The green light is on! Motormouth Mall and the Fat Man are gone! I can barely hear you. You're not even moving my needle. Hey, 170, I got down.
I got down right there.